Hey guys, cool blowing way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Jake.
And we're back with The Good Place, where last time in The Good Place, we met some people from The Bad Place.
Oh yeah, but more epically, the cube.
Oh, the cube was great. I think it was great. Hope we see it more. It was funny.
Our best cube.
We had
Calvin,
that.
am I a good employee?
Hey, Calvin, quit trying to do this. Take that off the table.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, you're not a good employee.
Yes, you are.
Usually it sits right in front of my face to where like it's obvious.
Calvin kept trying to do that in Reacher, but it was me right there, so I didn't notice it. But dang it.
Haha.
Now it's all ruined.
Hi, I'm Melanie.
No.
We're keeping it.
Just start the episode.
You two are both named Eleanor Shellstrop. The day you died, you were both in Phoenix, Arizona.
Did you get hit by the same truck?
He was attending a conference.
Boner.
You stopped by to pick up food from a local home. You both died in the same 10,000th of a second in the same traffic accident.
Wow.
Because real Eleanor was trying to save fake Eleanor's life by pushing you out of the way of the truck.
I guess you really botched that one, eh?
I did. And I am so sorry. It's all good.
So, how did you not realize you were the wrong Eleanor?
Oh wow.
All right, how about a unicorn, right? I bet you don't have one of those.
No, that is true. I mean, might be fun to skin it alive, eat its raw flesh. Maybe break off the horn, grind it up, snort it. Okay, let's keep talking. Yeah.
They're really the worst people.
Let's take this unicorn, kill it, and use everything we can for it.
Yeah.
Snort the horn.
Welcome to Adobe High, home of the Scorpi-oties. Half the school wanted to be the Scorpions, half wanted to be the Coyotes, so we compromised.
The Scorpi-oties.
Scorpi-oties.
No thanks, Mop Top. Sorry?
Yeah, high school, Eleanor.
Why don't you come sit with us? We'll teach you which guys are cute,
plastics.
which teachers are secretly hers.
Yeah, that's a hard pass as well. I
she
don't
says
want
no
to
to
get
it.
chunky highlights, make fun of nerds, and steal your mom's flavored vodka. I get your whole mean girl thing, and I'm all set with it. Thanks.
I'm Eleanor, I'm new here, and as a blanket statement, I don't want to be a part of whatever little group you formed because they're all equally lame. Everybody cool? Great!
Hey, it was really cool the way you told all those posers on.
No.
Hell yeah.
Look, did you hear what I said?
They even have their own Bad Janet. I'll show you. Bad Janet?
What?
Look at that.
So it is Janet, though.
Oh, that's a good question. It's up your mom's butt, you fat dink.
Like her bad outfit.
Why don't you just bring them all here? Surely this magnificent house will placate them.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I'll be right back.
Well,
They're gonna destroy your house.
it's beautiful. I love Icelandic primitive design. I kind of wish it had a clown nook. Oh,
She would have loved this.
She would have loved this house. That's why it was made for her.
It's like,
What? Those have been there this whole time?
She just knew.
It's a house that she would love. She knows
Yeah.
exactly.
Painting to decorate the room you were supposed to live in down there. Swear to Beaver.
Wait, what was your house?
Swear to Beaver.
To Bieber, yeah.
could I possibly get some water and whatever food doesn't turn to spiders in your mouth?
Oh my God.
Of course. So sorry. Let's get some dinner.
Food that turns into spiders in your mouth?
Perfect double date. 2 losers, a trash bag, and a demon. Let's hit it.
I would punch you.
I like him.
Would you punch me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Michael. I love idiot humans.
I gotta admit, that does sound like me.
Oh, I gotta admit, that does sound like me.
Nailed it again.
Go get me a drink.
Yes, of course.
Jeez.
I don't like these people.
No.
And the conversation they had earlier.
Oh, and I think your grilled eggplant looks so good.
Should we split these?
Soulmates.
They do seem much more soulmate.
Ew.
What happened?
He let food dribble out of his mouth
Oh, I missed it.
in disgust.
Anyway, orphanage burned down, yada, yada, yada. Went over to
Tragic.
America, yada, yada, yada. Learned English from watching Seinfeld, put myself through law.
Seriously.
Is that a yada 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 thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is it you said happened to you?
Isn't that
Same thing that
lame?
happens to half of all kids in America?
For you to have gone through all that and to end up where you did, it's just amazing.
Wow, he's
Man,
so in
these
love.
horn dogs are. Yeah, that wine's no good. I'm sending it back.
He didn't even look at it.
He didn't.
He's such a scum trash bag.
One time at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Jacksonville, the nice one, not the one above the gas station. I ate 50 of them.
Above the gas station.
Above the gas station?
Everyone at the hospital was so impressed.
Got it. Thanks, Johnny.
You're welcome.
Aww.
Why did you do that?
Because you're the only person here that's nice to me.
Okay.
Watching her walk is kind of weird.
It's
Well,
robotic.
she moves her torso without moving her arms a whole lot.
I mostly meant that she just appears. She doesn't walk in the scene.
I get you.
This sucks. How do you guys eat without listening to hardcore porn?
Oh,
what?
Come on, this is the good place.
I understand.
You want.
Such a good idea.
Party! Who let the dog?
Michael, stop enabling them.
What?
Yeah. He doesn't understand.
I know.
I've seen it all already. You guys go ahead.
You'd rather be alone with him?
Fire in the hole. What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
At the table. At the table. Even.
God, you just let
It's
him
in
fall.
every frame.
Yeah.
Just let him fall on the table.
God.
I can't do this.
Yo, monk dude, you know how to tap a keg?
Karaoke time!
He does.
Okay, Mussolini's speech. Ooh, the Mel Gibson.
Gotta make sure no one
that's
catches me.
Classic.
No.
Let's do the Nixon tapes. That's my jam!
What?
The Mussolini speech.
The Irish is
The
they get
Gibson rant.
Dance.
You got it.
And it's about damn time that the Jew in America realizes he's an American first and a Jew second.
Jeez.
That seems like a bad place thing.
Why did it start leaking? It must have not been leaking before. Oh, is that why it's leaking? Did he turn on just a little?
I don't know.
Just because we have a new guest in the house doesn't mean I'm not still going to be there for you. I'm in this. We're a team.
She's got abandonment issues.
She's never had a team.
You guys don't have any lame mandatory office hangouts, right?
Hell no. Some people go out for a drink after work, and I like to run the occasional group drill to see how fast we can shred evidence, but that's it.
Oh my God.
Nice.
We hooked up.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, but who are they gonna believe? Me or a woman? Point is, she knows that she doesn't belong here, and she's giving up.
That feels too real. It hurts so bad.
Giving up?
Yeah, of course she is. She knows.
It's also funny they went there.
Let's go, James.
He's just such a good, like,
He's so good at being
character, you know?
shitty.
Like the whole.
But I'm a different person now. Because of the person who helped me. And I want to be like him. I want to be like all the people who are here.
You can, Eleanor.
You can.
We're gonna have to turn this matter over to Sean.
Oh no.
Is their boss?
Who's Sean?
He's the wise, eternal judge who sits on high. He has the final say on all disputes between our two realms. You get nothing. We're not letting fake Eleanor go, and we're not giving you anything.
Get her, Michael.
You can summon every evil creature you have, every weapon in your arsenal, every four-headed flying bear.
Shit.
They have them down there.
Four-headed flying bears?
Yeah, remember about the multi-headed bears?
Yeah.
Get the fork out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, get
Wow. Wait, real Eleanor's
They get both Eleanors, it looks like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So where does...
But he had to,
Where does
he's like, when this
Eleanor
doesn't
stay?
work out, you can go to town on
Sure.
it. And I'm sure he's like gonna eat on that.
Hello, Gianni.
Uh-oh.
She found his butthole.
I don't know who you are, but I do know that you're not a Buddhist monk. So let's chat, shall we?
Dang.
Fremulon. Tahani has found the butthole.
Yep. Took her long enough. I mean, to be fair,
I don't know how big that house is.
there's a lot of rooms in that house.
Yeah.
It would take me a long time to find it. too.
If I had a house that big with the kids and stuff, like I would have,
Well,
I'd
actually,
give up
no.
on like trying to find him for dinner time and stuff. You know, like
She knew where his room was. She just thought it was a meditation den,
Yeah,
not
she just
a butthole.
she just respected his like
his
private
boundaries.
space.
Yeah.
She just maybe never realized that Eleanor and Chidi went in there, so she knew about it. But yeah, you probably would never find your kids.
No,
dude, hide and seek would be a nightmare. But
It would be
also fun.
awesome, though.
It would be.
It would
so
actually
good.
last longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah, but then you get really bored hiding, and you try and get all
Sure.
clues so they get close,
Yeah.
and you can listen to them search.
the thing I would enjoy is something like a Nerf gun or a laser tag thing, where it's like you have so many rooms and so many
Or like
halls,
flashlight
and it's all
tag,
connected,
and, like, all the
you can
lights
run
are off.
around.
What about
And
an
you can have
escape
like
room?
different sides.
Not for the whole house.
For the whole house, you have to
Ugh.
go through each room
That would take-
before you can unlock the front door.
That would take so many years of your eternity. Let's do it.
That'd be great.
That's just like that's where you go.
Yeah.
Either the good place or bad place both could have escape rooms
Exactly.
in different ways.
Yeah. Like you hate
Fun
escape
or
rooms,
terrifying.
and it's all like the next door is just worse, but you got to keep going, otherwise the four-headed flying bear is gonna get you.
Four-headed.
Yeah, I know it. I remember it's got more heads, but I didn't think 4 was the number. I just thought it was gonna be 2. What they
Like,
say?
what
It
is-
was like it's got another head, or
Like, it's
there was
other
like a-
mouth or something like that.
Was it
Like,
the thing where it's like, here's what it sounds like right now? And
yeah.
then did
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
in the
That's right,
very
that's
first
right.
episode. And
Okay.
it's like, they said, I'm getting attacked by a bear, and it's got another head, or something like that. In
something
that
alluding to
realm.
that, yeah.
So they just brought it back, which is nice that they're keeping some kind of consistency with their torturous things
Bad
that they
place.
come up with
Yeah.
in the bad place.
The food that turns into spiders in your mouth.
In your mouth, yeah. Like, how do all of these influencer peoples, how are they, like, chill?
Well,
Or
they're,
prefer it.
they're the leader bad people, right?
Yeah.
They're high on time right now, so.
That's true. They are high on the
I don't do
concept of
cocaine.
time.
It's like, this is time.
Hey man, what's
it
going on
is-
with you? Is I see everything all at once.
It is a uniquely human experience, though, right?
What, snorting time?
Time.
Oh, just time.
Oh,
itself?
just like
Just
concept of-
experiencing time and the passage of time and the concept of future and past
Well,
and present.
True versus having
thinking
an
about it,
eternity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah. This episode, I think, has like the least we can discuss in like. In
As
terms
far
of
as
moral
morality?
and- morality and ethics. Like, I think everyone's decisions here like are.
Sure. I think the biggest thing
There's
it
no, like,
deals
question.
with is the solo, like, not
Yeah.
team player kind of aspects
Yeah.
and
Like
stuff.
she's learned that it's okay to be a part of something greater than just yourself, and that you can trust people.
And she wants to be like them.
Yeah.
Well, and
was
it's also giving like some abandonment issues. That you get that way. She
Keep
said
everyone
something
at
about her
arm's
the divorce of her parents. So like maybe we'll, you
Yeah.
know, maybe at some point our like little snippets of Eleanor's real life won't all be of her being awful. And we might get some stuff of like
Beforehand or something?
Yeah, beforehand of like why she.
Well,
ended
even
up
her
this way.
in, what, high school?
Yeah.
I assume that's what that was, right?
Yeah,
Was
they-
very,
she said
like,
hi.
I'm a loner.
Yeah.
Scorpio,
The
coyote.
Scorpi-oties.
Scorpi-oties.
Yeah.
Did you see the image in the background? That was a scorpion with a coyote head.
Which is probably not the combination I would have gone with.
That's something you would see in the bad place.
Yeah, but you would, like, for the advantage of having scorpion appendages, you would want the tail.
Yeah, right?
And glowing under UV light is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's only some though.
Honestly, if you were a scorpion...
There's no coyotes that glow under UV.
That's true.
If you were a
That's
scorpion,
true.
but you had a coyote head, like, you got the best of all of it, right? Because, like, a
Think
coyote
so.
head is the more dangerous part of the coyote.
Yeah.
And that head of the scorpion is probably the most vulnerable part of the scorpion.
Yes.
As opposed to the claws and the tail and stuff, you know? So
Yeah.
now you can bite them, claw them.
I don't know how scorpions see, so you might lose out on that. They might have some cool vision shit. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think dog eyes are objectively better than
pretty
insect
good.
eyes.
Probably.
Yeah.
And scent and
Yeah, you get the smell aspect from a coyote.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be good.
True.
But it could go in the bad place.
It would be really sucky if they were both to scale.
What if it was a rabid, poisonous Scorpio?
If it was
Wait, like a
coyote
coyote
head
size?
with like a tiny little scorpion body hanging off of it, and it has to like
And he can't
roll.
walk. Yeah.
to get around.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, it can't strike over its own head now.
Yeah, what if it strikes its own head,
Yeah.
though?
That doesn't
like,
work.
and then
Okay.
takes him out.
It's either a smaller scorpion with a little bitty coyote head,
Or
a bigger
big
scorpion with a
normal sized coyote head.
Oy. I love Janet in this episode. Her blissful confusion. She's just so happy to learn. All right, I can get that for you. What is it?
What is that?
What's a jalapeno?
What's a jalapeno?
What's a jalapeno?
What is a popper?
And
What
what's
is a jalapeno popper?
I was interested in seeing more bad Janet.
Yeah.
Her just on her phone. Whatever. Shut up.
But it's the same actress, so it's so fun seeing her in different
She gets
roles.
to do a lot of different stuff because, like, she's very neutral, and then you can use her as a joke to go to any extreme.
Yeah, just like episode 3 or whatever it was.
Or drop any kind of non sequitur joke that you made.
Like she's the perfect vehicle to do like a lot of nonsense with because she is a blank slate, essentially, in terms of personality.
Yeah, and she can be like over the top kooky because she doesn't have a character to hold to.
Yeah.
Right? Or rather, that is her character, so.
I'm loving the long-running name drop jokes of Tahani, of like...
Oh, just naming famous people and situations and stuff?
And like stuff she was involved in, of like, I told them to take out the in Facebook. That was me. Like, at this point, from what we've seen, probably believe all of that stuff happened. It's just wild that she lived that life. And like just hearing all the name drops.
Because we got the confirmation from the Cube that they were truthful. It's like, what the crap?
At least that story she told was truthful, which, as crazy as it was, I forget exactly what it was. So often I assume like is she making these up? But no, like she's just a good person with all these famous celebrity people she used to have and telling real stories. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like she had like every time they talk about some of the people from that belong in the good place, I'm like, how does anybody actually get to good place? Like out of the majority of people, because these people are so good.
Well,
it's
like Eleanor,
inconceivable.
The Eleanor one was like when fake Eleanor is going like, well, my parents were divorced. That can explain away a lot of the issues and stuff.
Explain away.
Away.
It can excuse me of my bad behavior, so I don't have to take accountability
by blaming my
for it.
parents for causing all this trauma.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then Eleanor goes through like, oh yeah, like my parents died and the orphanage burned down and my original parents left me in a fish tank.
On a train station in Bangladesh.
Like all those things that she went through, but like she seems so good. And then you look at the other Eleanor and you're like, oh yeah, I love Adam Scott, Trevor being like, so like what happens to the majority of kids in America?
He's just like, huh? How do you explain that trauma now?
Yeah.
But then
spite.
Yeah, in spite of all the stuff she had, like she was trying to do good stuff.
Yeah.
But like every time they talk about that Eleanor of like what she's doing, like, oh, she was breaking apart dogfighting rings on her weekends, and like it's truly inconceivable how good all of these people are.
Yeah, like she died saving Eleanor from the same fate that she also died from.
And then old Eleanor is like, oh, you really botched that one. And then real
And then she
Eleanor's
apologized.
like, yes.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry for not saving us. God.
I'm so sorry that it wasn't me, and it was both of us and not just me.
Yeah.
Like,
I would be curious on some of the other ones because like I feel like Eleanor, we have a decent idea what she did in life. Chidi, we kind of have a decent idea, and he didn't do as much as like the Tahani did a lot of charity work and stuff, trying to help people. Like Eleanor worked a lot of like charity things, helping like
she did like
Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah, she did boots on the ground help, whereas Tahani did like
getting the money to those people kind of thing. Right?
So those people can operate and have funds to do those things.
They probably know each other, honestly.
Sure,
They
or
were
they
probably
don't.
part of
But
the
there's
same-
there is a like
There's
connection
a
train.
direct link of like, hey, I raised this money. Hey, I worked on that thing with that money you raised.
Chidi kind of has like more of the ethical philosophy kind of side of things, but not necessarily like I don't think we've seen a lot where it's like, here's the good things.
good
Sure.
things,
you know?
yeah.
I feel like he's like a torch bearer of like knowledge. Like keep this for the next generation to teach this
Well,
on.
and
Because knowledge is an asset.
But
It's
maybe he's not
important to
so much
have.
of a practicer as a philosopher.
Sure.
You know?
It's the idea of like someone like who really knows how to play the game and can tell you how to play the game, but them personally playing isn't as good as someone who can just play the game really well.
Yeah, that's
but
why
they understand all the dynamics of it.
Coaches aren't necessarly great boxers, but they have a lot of experience boxing.
Sure, and they understand like what you
They
should
know the
do
rules,
and-
they know the technique.
Well,
but they,
and he's also like teaching the morality of the world to people at their most impressionable in their lives to like right before they go out in the real world.
Stuff, right?
Yeah, so he's teaching college kids who are just like fully, finally forming like who they are going to be for most of their life, barring like massive changes. Like who you are in your 20s generally is morality wise who you're going to be most of your life. Like he is an instrumental part of like the higher thinking of that and putting those thoughts into people and like maybe changing the way some people are to go into their future, and then they shape better futures because of what he's doing. So
I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's the teaching how to do good versus the doing good of everybody else.
Yeah, I'd be curious on like learning other people. Like we had the chef lady.
Yeah.
We had those two guys who were in the dumpster
Who love picking up trash.
Yeah,
man, just picked up trash.
Yeah.
Like they could have been people who, invented new ways of like recycling and cleaning up the ocean.
The lady
and
with the
that
dog
stuff.
that got kicked in the sun.
I mean, we learned something about the poly couple, right? And then we also have the first episode where everyone's like, yeah, she said if I donate my second kidney, I would die. And I did die. Like, all that stuff. Like, so we had, like, a huge list from the first episode of...
I remember that.
I think all those things make it so funny where, like, Eleanor, who, like, knows she didn't do good stuff, and she hears all these good things all these people did, and she's like...
It's hard to argue that she's medium good when you see how good.
But how far this way it goes.
It's so extreme.
She's like, here, I'm medium good. Here's the scale of what I think is good, and then here's the start of these people.
Yeah. Tahani was the bottom of the list.
Yeah,
she's the very last on the list.
Second. She was second to last.
Second to last.
Her thing might be that she did good charity work and stuff like that too. But like, there's a lot of her celebrity stories too that are like, I don't know if like where does Zuckerberg end up?
Sure,
where
she
did
did fine with Kanye.
Yeah, the Kanye story with Beyonce, her best friend. Like, there's some of those stories where it's like, for some of these celebrities, like those might not be the best celebrities that you hung out with, but she did raise a lot of money.
I mean, she raised money for stem cell research, where a lot of people are like, stem cell research is bad, and like
it's
a lot of controversy.
Right? So here's some minuses for these people that you're with and what you're supporting, but here's some pluses for all this money you're doing and the people you're helping.
Yeah, it's the intentions versus like outcomes argument we had, which her outcomes might have overcome a lot of the negative things. And also, the Zuckerberg mention in 2016 would not have been the way we interpret it now. When they wrote the name drop.
Same thing as Kanye.
The Kanye thing too,
Yeah.
right? Like, I think that's grown differently over time.
Yeah, so those things have not aged as well. So we look at them not as favorably.
We look at them far more harshly than they would have.
Then. They're just like name drop fun things when they're fine.
Sure.
Which brings me to the other thing is Adam Scott saying thanks or Hail Bieber.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
changed a lot too.
Yeah, that changed a lot too. Like a lot of new information has come out. It's so funny that they Hail Bieber in the bad place.
All up until like this past year.
Yeah.
It was
More
probably.
recently.
But that's just kind of the thing of like when you reference real world and stuff like this, is sometimes that context is really going to change for the show, and it's going to be difficult for us to see maybe what they meant at the time with a new baggage.
But even like the Bieber stuff is kind of like old Eleanor trying to defend herself, it's all because my parents split up whenever I was 8 and they were all pieces of trash. So it's like defending if you had something bad happen in your life, should you do all this shitty stuff?
Yeah. So. Well, it's like it's like just when people find out something new and they can use it as this is why I'm this way. Sure. This is why, hey, my friend died and that's why I'm lashing out. Like, we're gonna give you space and grace for that, but like also just because something bad happened to you doesn't mean you can.
Doesn't mean you get a pass.
Yeah, right. It doesn't excuse bad behavior, but we will give you grace. But at a certain point, you're abusing that circumstance.
Yeah.
Which is at the point that Eleanor's at is
Oh, way past.
That circumstance.
Speaking of Grace.
Abusing Grace.
No, I just gonna say Grace. I just love Trevor.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I love, just, he's so, Adam Scott's so good at just being this.
He's so
sleazy,
uncomfortably scummy and shitty and slimy.
Obsessive touching and the
He's just
massaging, the
where's
dropping
that
the
smile?
food out of his
The
mouth.
smile.
Sweetheart.
Oh,
babe. No, don't worry about it.
The fact that
who's gonna listen to me? Who's gonna listen? Me or a woman? Or a woman?
Yeah. Who's gonna believe the two of us?
And he said "woman" with such disdain. Oh, woman.
I didn't see the reaction of the social media people.
They weren't paying attention.
No.
Well, they
One was sleeping in the background.
Yeah.
Who went then?
I don't know.
There was a sound effect afterwards,
maybe.
so I was
maybe one of them listened.
It's just so funny because of seeing him more recently in other shows and then watching him here, and I'm like, man, it's just so fun to watch him just be this character. I love it.
Or watch him in interviews where he's closer to Parks and Rec than he is this by a long shot, and especially when Mark Hamill gave him a lightsaber for his birthday, and him meeting Mark Hamill for the first time, freaking out.
Aww.
It was just so sweet and genuine and kind, and watching him in this, and it's just I can't believe that you want to come across so naturally gross.
So it'll be very weird for me if I see him in something else, because I'm going to be like, that's a piece of trash, I ain't gonna watch it.
You should watch Boy Meets World. You'll like him in that. Because he's
seen all of Boy Meets World. I don't remember him.
He's kind of like this. It's just he's like the rich, popular kid who's a better than the school and stuff. You know what I mean? So he's kind of like this.
Or go watch Parks and Rec, where he's the exact opposite.
Parks and Rec is exactly opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
He's he's the nerd dork trying to keep things on track.
Yeah.
It's like, what, you gonna go out with this? What did you? Pork the dork? Did you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I forget all the analogies.
Did you bang it out?
Are you hot for teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going.
Oh my god. No, he's a great actor.
Yep.
I love him. I hate him.
I'm sad that they're going back to the bad place because that means we won't see him for a little while.
It's true, but we have both Eleanors.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We are seeing what Chidi looks like with his soulmate, it's kind of bothering Eleanor though.
They're both
and how the house is supposed to work.
I think it's the element that she's
like,
I see more and more that I don't belong here.
Yeah.
And that's why she was saying to Trevor of yeah, let's just go. But I think Chidi coming in and helping with the hangover and stuff and being like, hey, just because someone else is here doesn't mean I'm just going to forget about you.
Yeah,
I love that. We're still a team.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
That's her realizing the oh shit, it doesn't have to be the way that I've done it this whole time. Because she's probably never had somebody truly stay and be like, no, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, she never gave them the chance.
Yeah, she never gave them the chance. She's always been the shitty person first and pushed them away.
It's probably been a defense mechanism, and it became who she is.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Yeah, she's
I feel this way. I think you're going to treat me this way. I'm going to treat you like you're treating me this way. Oh, now you start treating me this way? I knew it.
Yeah, she's what's the confirmation bias?
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking of. Is she takes anything that confirms what she thinks as that. Yeah, that's just the way it is. When it might not have been that way, and she kind of
the friend trying to buy tickets. Oh, you want the points for it? Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, well, no, why don't you just buy it? And then you guys never pay me back? It's like, okay. But then it turns out to hey, we all went to the movies, but she sat way back there, and we sat up here because we didn't get tickets together.
Yeah.
And then she'll take some kind of confirmation of yeah, but I had to sit alone.
It's just,
and they don't care about me.
Her teamwork just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But hopefully it does.
Doesn't have team.
Yeah, hopefully it grows.
Yeah.
It does better. So
I want to know what that job was that she got fired from. That place where they worked looked cool.
Yeah.
And
they were playing ping pong and everything.
And
they
it
have
looks like
games and
money.
stuff in the background.
So she might have been making a good amount of money, and she turned it down because she doesn't. That's weird.
So she went to go sell fake drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scam.
That's some deep-rooted issues, man.
Her and Jason are very much alike with the fake drugs.
And there's fucking steps!
What?
Guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed The Good Place with us. We will be back next week for another episode, but in the meantime, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. If you want to see more, like full length or early access up to 4 weeks, you can check it out at theblindwave.com and update your recommendations, check out Cruddle, explore the site. All over there.